always start the video sort of similar, to be honest. They all sort of end in or begin in the same way. Me just hopping in the van. I never show myself like getting in the van or leaving or whatever, but whatever. So yesterday it was pouring down rain. Like it was raining, and couldn't really do too much. I went to the store. I worked on some leather stuff, just stayed at home. You just relaxed a little bit, doing some things here and there. And today, I'm feeling a little bit nostalgic. I don't know why. So, I'm going to take all of you with me. I'm going to take all of you along with me. And we're going to go look at some of my old stopping grounds. I guess I'm feeling this way since I'm getting closer to my planned time of leaving before then. But, I'm still feeling a little nostalgic about some of the places I really haven't been to in a while. Basically, so there's this little town called Piedmont, South Carolina, and that's where I've grown up. For all of my life, I've been really just in this town. I've left for vacations, doing van life like this, where I just leave to North Carolina, but I've always come back down to this little southern town. And, I've got some family that were from Piedmont, and I've got some family that were from other places down here in South Carolina. And so a lot of my stopping grounds has really just been around this area. So I'm just gonna really just chill. Brought my camera. I haven't taken some photos in general, but I haven't taken some photos of these spots in a while. So I may do that. Bought my journal, mainly because I'm also gonna be sketching some stuff for leather. Because there's another event coming up. It's at one of the breweries I like going to, and I'm gonna try to get another vendor spot. I gotta message her sometime today and see if they're still looking for people. But, if I do get on there, expect some videos about that. That's in April. So I got a little bit of time to prepare for some stuff, so it'll be neat. All the regular stuff that happens on a regular day. Because that's just what I really am. I'm just a regular person. So I do regular mundane tasks. But, it's interesting. We all have those mundane tasks that we just do when we can't go be super adventurous and all this stuff. So I just wanted to inform you guys about how the day is going to go, and we'll just see what happens. To be honest, I don't think I've been down here in over a year. I was sitting here thinking, I think that's right. Because the only thing I really come down here for is my eye doctor. And I haven't been down there in at least a year. Because I've got... It's got to be at least 2, to be honest. Because I'm trying to think. The last time I was here, I bought some contacts. And I used all of my insurance to buy like 5 boxes of contacts, so I wouldn't have to come down here. So it hasn't really changed much. I didn't expect it to change that much. There's still some stores, some new buildings, but all in all, it's still just a southern downtown. So there's not really much change that will happen. Right now, I'm in a place called, I'm going to say it the wrong way, and then I'm going to say it the right way. I'm in a place called Williamston, Williamston. And that's how people that aren't from Williamston say it. If you're from here, you say Williamson. You kind of like merge all of the letters together. Like I said, there's still not really much here. All of the buildings, I don't think any of the buildings like that are on like the main strip of this really changed. There's some Girl Scout cookies. Never really care for Girl Scout cookies. Personal opinion. But yeah, it's just a bunch of random things out here. There's a park. There's a spring. It's called the Mineral Spring, and it's just like a hole in the ground, like most springs are. And it's just flowing with water, and you can just sit there and drink the water if you wanted to. Oh, did they lower this? Uh-oh. I haven't been down here because I haven't really needed to. Don't scrap the solar panels. Okay. I can't remember how tall I can't remember how tall the van is with the solar panels, so I usually just hope that it doesn't scratch. But I'm going. It's sold to somebody else because we couldn't keep the house. But my great uncle used to live out here, and we would come visit him all the time, every week, which is fair. I mean, you like to go see, family. It'd be every Sunday. We'd pack up the car and come down here to Williamston. No, I'm trying to remember where it is, to be honest. I always don't come from this side. Oh, it was that lane. That's right. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much here. He lived in an old mill village. And if you don't know what mill villages are, I looked at my audience. Most of my audience probably does know what a mill village is. But an old mill village is, so back in the day, they would build mills. So different kind of mills. You got cotton mills, you've got your clothing mills, your actual corn mills, like all these different mills. It's whatever your little city would produce would be that mill. And you would just, they built the mill, and so if you're gonna have people working on the mill, you've got to have people living in the mill. So they would build smaller houses out in front of the mills, so that would give the workers a place to live. And that's why all you see, majority of the time, it's changed sometimes because people have updated their houses. But if you go to like some of these more, I almost said rundown, but they're not rundown. Some more of these rural, there we go, areas of the country, you'll still see some of the houses built the same way, and they're pretty unique for nowadays, comparing it to modern day houses versus their houses. But yeah, he would live there, and we would come and just visit. He would, it's a cool story. So, this was when I was younger, so this was before I turned like 12, I believe, is when we would do it all the time. But ever since I was younger, we would come down, and every time we come down, we called him Uncle Buddy. Me and him would just sit down, and we would do one of two things. We would either play cards, or we would just eat Reese Cups. And that's just what we did, I mean, there's not really too much to do. Me and my brother would go outside and, throw a football at each other every once in a while, as young brothers do. They throw stuff at each other. But, when it was just me and my uncle, we would usually just play cards. I think that's one reason why I really like playing cards. is because I've been playing cards since I could hold a card, I guess. My mom's side of the family would play cards all the time, and there's a game that we would play all the time called Rummy, and it's probably still one of my favorite card games to play. And we just do that, you know, or just eat a bunch of Reese's. He would go to the store and just get, you know, there's like I don't know if they still have them now. I know they have the 4-pack of Reese's that you can get, like the king size, but imagine that in a big old bag, like you would get like a regular, like a Reese's mini bag, but imagine that with like king size Reese's in it. I don't know where the heck you'd find them, but he would, and I'd eat a lot of them. So now I'm just driving around in circles. I've seen the house. There wasn't anybody there, to be honest. I haven't really been down here in a while. I don't know if anybody has still lived there. I was gonna get out, but I don't wanna, if somebody is living there, I don't wanna just, you know, appear and, you know, be awkward. So we'll just keep driving. But it was neat. I just like sitting here and I was just like thinking of the park and just like me just talking to the story. It's just, you know, it's just interesting to think about just all of the memories that flood into your brain when you go somewhere that you haven't been in a while. So I'm just gonna keep driving and we'll figure out the next spot.